Aloha, it's Kiana Cayabyab, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longstrokes Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longstrokes for all your shopping needs. Thousands of Hawaii's unionized public workers are due an estimated $120 million to $150 million in retroactive hazard pay. That's according to an arbitrator's ruling on behalf of 7,800 members of the Hawaii Government Employees Association who faced health risk while working at public schools on Kauai and the Big Island during the COVID-19 pandemic. Exactly how much each HGEA member will receive in so-called temporary hazard pay is the subject of ongoing negotiations. In January, an arbitrator ruled that the 7,800 school workers are entitled to additional hazard pay of 15% to 25% that's included in their contracts. The ruling comes after HGEA won a similar arbitration against Maui County on behalf of more than 1,300 of its members. In that now settled arbitration, employees were also entitled to as much as 25% of temporary hazard pay. More today on the man who was fatally shot by police last week after allegedly wielding a knife and refusing to get off of Farrington Highway. 35-year-old Brandon Shea Maroney died of multiple gunshot wounds on January 25th after police responded to a report of a pedestrian running onto the highway near Moua Street. After police made repeated requests to get off the road, Maroney allegedly pulled out a 2 to 3 inch knife. One officer tried to use her taser to subdue Maroney, causing him to fall to the ground. Maroney allegedly got up, threw what police believed to be a knife at the officers, and ran at them. He was shot twice in the chest. Maroney had more than 25 arrests and citations in Hawaii, including 4 convictions for drug crimes. President Joe Biden has issued an executive order targeting Israeli settlers who have been attacking Palestinians and peace activists in the West Bank. The move is a rare step against America's closest ally in the Mideast and comes with Biden facing growing criticism for his administration's strong support of Israel as casualties mount in the Israel-Hamas war. The executive order gives the Treasury Department the authority to impose sanctions on people who have engaged in violence against Palestinians in the West Bank. It is not meant to target U.S. citizens, though a substantial number of settlers in the occupied territory hold U.S. citizenship. An initial round of sanctions against 4 individuals levels penalties that block them from using the U.S. financial system and bar American citizens from dealing with them. U.S. officials said they were evaluating whether to punish others involved in attacks that have intensified during the Israel-Hamas war. The average long-term U.S. mortgage rate eased this week. Mortgage buyer Freddie Mac said the average rate on a 30-year mortgage dropped to 6.63% from 6.69% last week. The rate averaged 6.09% a year ago. Borrowing costs on 15-year fixed-rate mortgages also fell, dropping the average rate to 5.94% from 5.96% last week. A year ago, it averaged 5.14%. And the 30-year rate remains much higher than just 2 years ago when it was 3.55%. Rates have declined since a peak last fall, helping lower monthly mortgage payments for home buyers facing rising prices and a shortage of homes for sale. Elevated mortgage rates and a scarcity of homes have kept the U.S. housing market in a slump the past 2 years. A skyscraper-sized asteroid is expected to make a flyby of Earth on Friday. Named 2008 OS7 for the year it was discovered, the asteroid will pass within 1.7 million miles of our planet. That's 7 times the distance from Earth to the Moon. NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies estimates the space rock is between 690 feet and 1,575 feet across. That makes the asteroid similar in size to New York City's Empire State Building or Chicago's Willis Tower. 2008 OS7 won't be back our way again until 2032, but when it does return, it will be much farther at 45 million miles away. The harmless encounter is one of several this week, with 3 much smaller asteroids harmlessly buzzing Earth on Friday and another 2 on Saturday. On Sunday, an asteroid about half the size of 2008 OS7 will swing by, staying 4.5 million miles away. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.